Hello and welcome everybody. We're here again for another lesson with A Course in Miracles, and today's lesson is 197. So we will read through today's lesson, and the link is under this video for today's text so you can read it at your own leisurely time. So let us get started. Today we are asked to remember in our minds, it can be but my gratitude I earn. Here is the second step we take to free your mind from the belief in outside force pitted against your own. You make attempts at kindness and forgiveness, yet you turn them to attack again, unless you find external gratitude and lavish thanks. Your gifts must be received with honour, lest they be withdrawn. And so you think God's gifts are loans at best, at worst deceptions, which would cheat you of defences to ensure that when he strikes, he will not fail to kill. So that is describing the ego's way of looking at gratitude. It's kind of like, okay, I've been so grateful to you, I've been kind to you, you owe me. I'm going to come back and collect that. I want to see some kind of, physical gift or something in me being this way, because otherwise I'm lacking. If I don't receive something back, then I've given for nothing. And that's the madness of the ego mind. It's kind of gratitude. True gratitude is knowing that when you're grateful for just the gift of being who you are, a light in this world. And it sounds so wishy-washy, doesn't it? Oh, I'm a light in this world. Oh, la-di-da, light. You are. You're a powerful light. It's not just some kind of light that is, just dancing around, shining here and there. I mean, in that sense, yes, you can feel the happiness in your heart and know that there is a guidance in there. You're here to extend that which you are, because that lights up the world, and that is the truth of this entire way of being. The light has come, as we've heard in many, many lessons prior to this one. The light has come. You are the light. The light in you has so much joy and peace and just everlasting happiness. And when we tap into that and know that to be true, we don't need to look outside of ourselves for some kind of return, because it's an eternal, always being there happiness. It's always there. But this is the thing we can't wrap our heads around. We're like, oh, don't be ridiculous. That thing does not exist. And we'll keep listening to the ego mind say that. And every time we do, it's like we just see lack and suffering and whatever. There's always some other thing that needs to be gained, or there's some kind of, we're always trying to strive for something. The ego is never going to be happy. It just wants more. It wants more all the time. It's never satisfied with where it is. It needs to get somewhere. It's got to get something. It's just constantly on this drive of separation, and just constantly keeping you occupied with things that are not really to be taken up in the mind. You want to get back to who you are, because then you have the peace, the joy, and the happiness that is just there going, what are you doing? It's like the happiness and joy is sitting back here going, what are you doing? You're getting over there. Oh, you're trying to grab it off there, are you? Oh, you're trying to strive for that, are you? Well, everything that you want out there is just so much more here inside of you. Just come back home, will you? Just come back home. And that's what we do in this world. We're constantly looking outside. That's why in the stillness, in the silence, in the centering of the self comes the enlightenment. So remember today, everyone, I can be but my great gratitude I earn. I can be but my gratitude I earn. So how easily are God and guilt confused by those who know not what their thoughts can do. Deny your strength, and weakness must become salvation to you. See yourself as bound and bars beyond your home. Nor will you leave the prison house or claim your strength until guilt and salvation are not seen as one, and freedom and salvation are perceived as joined with strength beside them, to be sought and claimed and found and fully recognized. The world must thank you when you offer it release from your illusions, yet your thanks belong to you as well, for its release can only mirror yours. Your gratitude is all your gifts require, that they be a lasting offering of a thankful heart, released from hell forever. It is this you would undo by taking back your gifts because they were not honoured. It is you who honour them and give them fitting thanks, for it is you who have received the gifts. It does not matter if another thinks your gifts unworthy. In his mind there is a part that joins with yours in thanking you. It does not matter if your gifts seem lost and ineffectual. They are received where they are given. In your gratitude are they accepted universally and thankfully acknowledged by the heart of God himself. And would you take them back when he has gratefully accepted them? So don't try and be grateful and expect somebody to see the gratitude that you're giving them or the gratitude that you feel for the world to be returned to you. Don't expect any of that because it's not out there. The gratitude is always coming from within. The gifts are always within you. That is where you're going to find them. So don't look outside yourself for the answers. What will be acknowledged outside of you comes when you fully acknowledge it inside yourself. They are just showing you externally. If you don't see anything coming back to you in any form or any way and things just seem to get worse, you haven't fully accepted it within yourself. You haven't been grateful for who you are, and the external world is just mirroring back where you need to go back home internally to find that gratefulness within yourself. So God blesses every gift you give to him, and every gift is given him because it can be given only to yourself, and what belongs to God must be his own. Yet you will never realize his gifts are sure, eternal, changeless, limitless, forever giving out, extending love and adding to your never-ending joy while you forgive, but to attack again. Withdraw the gifts you give, and you will think that what is given you has been withdrawn. But learn to let forgiveness take away the sins you think you see outside yourself, and you can never think the gifts of God are lent, but for a little while, before he snatches them away again in death. For death will have no meaning for you then. And with the end of this belief is fear forever over. Thank yourself for this, for he is grateful only unto God, and he gives thanks for you unto himself. To everyone who lives with Christ yet come, for everyone must live and move in him. His being in his Father is secure, because their will is one. Their gratitude to all they have created has no end, for gratitude remains a part of love. Thanks be to you, the Holy Son of God, for as you were created, you contain all things within yourself, and you are still as God created you, nor can you dim the light of your perfection. In your heart, the heart of God is laid. He holds you dear, because you are himself. All gratitude belongs to you because of what you are. Give thanks as you receive it. Be you free of all ingratitude to anyone who makes your self complete. And from this self is no one left outside. Give thanks for all the countless channels which extend this self. All that you do is given unto him. All that you think can only be his thoughts, sharing with him the holy thoughts of God. Earn now the gratitude you have denied yourself when you forgot the function God has given you. But never think that he has ever ceased to offer thanks to you. So know that to be true, that no matter what the external world is saying or doing or making you feel that you think that this external world is causing you pain, it's not true. It's just the mind has wandered off. It started to focus on everything outside of you and it started to see problems, and yet within you is a light that just loves you no matter what. It knows who you are. It knows why you're here. It knows that you are a blessing to the world because you are what it is, you know? You are one with every single thing that you see around you. Everything you see around you in your everyday experience is coming to you to give you a gift of awareness. When you can find it in your heart to see everyone as you, as a light, as love, when you can forgive them for the madness, the illusions that they've gone and got wrapped up in, you're forgiving yourself for your illusions and what you see outside of yourself. So each time you're grateful for knowing who you really are, you're gifting yourself so much. You're gifting yourself peace, happiness, love. And as you do that and you walk in that gratitude, that's it. You're kind of having that beautiful light effect on the world, unbeknown to them, but knowing to them in a deeper way, which is within their hearts, you know? Energy is really strange, you know, we can read so much from energy without words. Words, I was watching the TV last night and I was looking at people without focusing on the words, what they were saying, but instead focusing on the way they were moving and their energy. And it gives a different vibe to what the words do. You know, words are just words, but when the energy moves, you can see where somebody is in a different, and we read that. We read that a lot more than we do the words ourselves. We don't realize it. But unconsciously, we are picking up things from the energy of somebody. So when your energy is in that place of gratitude, people will read it, whether they are consciously aware of it or not. They will read it, and on a subconscious level it will have an effect. So just know that in your heart, that when you know it and you extend from that place of gratitude, when you're just grateful for every moment of every day, it's not always easy because we've lived in this external world for so long and we get agitated, but it's the constant bringing back of the awareness that I am grateful because I know who I really am. I'm getting lost in maybe a difficult day at work or an argument with your spouse or, you know, a pain you've got in your body. You're getting lost in that. And when you close your eyes and you go into the silence and the gratitude for the light that is always shining inside, and you tap into that, close your eyes, give yourself 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, however long you can, to sit with that silence within you, and it will just bring you back to your center. It will bring you back to the truth. So give yourself some time today to work through and be grateful. Be grateful for who you really are. I am truly grateful for you in this world. So expand that energy to others and just be the light that you know deep in your heart that you really are. So get practicing, spread the love, and we'll be back again for our lovely lesson tomorrow. Take care. Bye.